You've probably heard the advice. They say, find a good financial advisor and you'll be set. But here's the hard truth. Even the good ones are keeping you broke. Not because they're bad people, not because they're incompetent, but because they're trapped in the same system designed for you to lose slowly. I call these people goldfish financial advisors. All they're doing is swimming in the goldfish bowl of Wall Street. They don't even know that there is a world outside of the goldfish bowl that has tremendous opportunities. They're playing it safe and they're pulling you into the same equation. So if you're trusting a financial advisor to secure your future, you could be handing over decades of freedom without even realizing it. In this video, I'm going to break down the 3 ways even good advisors keep you stuck, the game that they can't teach you because their license won't let them, and the exact system I use to reach financial freedom in under 10 years. Here's the reality that you need to consider. No one will ever care more about your financial success than you do. The key to financial freedom today, it's not necessarily earning a higher return, finding the next latest greatest investment, or doubling down on a broken strategy. The real key to financial freedom is simple. Raise your financial intelligence. As you do this, you will get wealthier because you're getting smarter. Then, when you take control over your money, financial freedom is inevitable. By the end of this video, you're not just going to question the financial advisor model, you're going to outgrow it completely. So here's the uncomfortable truth. Your financial advisor doesn't make money when you're free. They make money when your dollars stay trapped. I want you to think about this for just a minute. This is crazy. They get paid based on your assets that they keep under management. The longer your money sits in funds and 401ks, the more money they earn. They're not actually incentivized to get you out of the system. They're paid to keep you in it. I'm gonna give you just a little challenge. Just for fun, go sit down with your financial advisor and tell him or her that you wanna pull $100,000. Tell them that you wanna pull it out and put it in some alternative account that you're managing, even if it's a bank account, and see how they respond. Their response is indicative of the way they're commissioned. They are compensated to keep your money under their control. Whether the market is up, whether the market is down, whether you wanna retire early or you don't have enough money to retire until you're 80. The longer they keep your money, the more money they make. And legally, here's the crazy part. They are literally boxed into Wall Street's sandbox, the goldfish bowl. They can't show you how to build true cash flow, and anything outside of Wall Street, they deem as risky. It's risky for you to take control of your money. It's risky for you to put money in assets that respond to inflation rather than assets that get destroyed by inflation. They can't recommend real estate, private lending, or business acquisition, even if it works better. Even the fiduciaries are trained to optimize for retirement at 65, not freedom in the next 5 to 10 years. Early on in my career, I had an advisor, and I actually liked the guy. He was smart, he was honest, he was a genuinely good guy. But after years of having done everything right, I ran the numbers, and I was still decades away from financial freedom. Now, why was this? Because my money was stuck in his hands, his system. He couldn't tell what the market was gonna do, and yet I was paying him for the privilege of managing my market-based funds for me. And his goal was just to keep me earning just enough to make him look smart, so I would continue to give him my money, but not enough money to make me free. That was the moment I realized if I wanted real freedom, I couldn't outsource it, I had to own it. Now, if you're wondering how far behind am I really? Is the system actually working for me, or is it just working for them? That's why I built the When Can I Retire calculator. All you have to do is plug in real numbers, your numbers, income, savings, cash flow, and it shows you exactly how close, or in most cases, how far you actually are from the financial freedom you desire. It's completely free, it takes less than 60 seconds, and I only give out about 20 copies at a time. If the link is still working, grab it right now. Because the sooner you know the truth, sometimes the hard truth, the faster you can take charge and change everything. So here's how I flip the game. Step number 1 is a vault. This becomes my foundation. Instead of sending my savings to Wall Street, to my financial advisor, to the goldfish swimming in the goldfish bowl of Wall Street, I redirected everything, all of my savings, into a high cash value, overfunded life insurance policy. The money was safe, it was liquid, it was tax advantaged, and it's always compounding. There are no such thing as a down year in a vault. Every year I get wealthier. Step number 2 is cash flowing assets. Rather than trying to build a big net worth in a 401k, I realized that the point of all long-term savings is income. Once I understood that, it shifted my focus completely. I just wanted to buy assets that would generate income today rather than hopefully generating income in the future. So here's what I did. I used my vault to buy assets my advisor wasn't even allowed to recommend. I took my money from Wall Street and I put it on Main Street. I bought turnkey rentals, private lending deals, boring businesses that produce legitimate monthly income. Now here's the crazy part. That income is 100% passive. It allows me to make money while I sleep. This brings me to step number 3, which is velocity. Once I saw that I could protect my money, I could multiply it, I wanted to move my money as fast as possible. Listen, the secret in today's world isn't parking your money. When you park your money in a 401k, everything is working against you, namely inflation. You are getting poor every single day because the government is printing money every single day. So the way to combat this is you have to move your money. Velocity is the key. Now, every dollar in my economy has multiple jobs. It's doing at least 2 jobs at the same time. It's growing and compounding safely in my vault, and it's producing income in the assets that I've leveraged my vault to buy. I hope you can see this isn't actually about finding a better advisor. It's about becoming your own advisor on your own terms. It's raising your financial intelligence, understanding the rules of the game of money, and then playing the game of money to win. The game that the Wall Street advisors are playing, that's a broken game. It puts you in the last position. They make all the money, they take all the profits, but you take all the risk, and you have to sacrifice 20 to 30 to 40 years to see if it's ever going to work out. I want you to imagine that for just a moment. Imagine arriving at the age of 60, having followed their system for 30 years and realizing, like so many people are doing today, that you don't have enough money to retire. Now what have you actually lost? Not just money, but time. You have no time now to do it all over. You now are faced with the alternative of working until you're 70 or never being able to retire to the life you want. That's the real cost. That's the real risk. It's opportunity cost of what could have been. So when I stopped outsourcing my plan and I started running my own system, everything changed. The same $15,000 to $20,000 that I used to dump into my 401k and mutual funds, I redirected everything to my vault. And I'll tell you what, my financial advisor flipped out. They said, "You're crazy, you're taking big risks, I can manage your money, I'm credentialed, you don't know what you're doing and you're going to lose." That person is still wearing a suit, sitting in an office, managing other people's money, and I'm financially free. That first move did unlock my very first rental, then another, then another. Then I started to do private notes on top of this. Within 36 months, I had over $7,000 a month of predictable, tax-advantaged cash flow coming in, and it came in monthly. Without selling assets, without diminishing my portfolio, this allowed me to generate cash flow and net worth simultaneously. Now, in the first couple years that I was doing this, my financial advisor would call me up and say, "Hey, you ready to come back? I've got a new mutual fund, I've got a new thing." But I was done playing that game. I said, "Hey, Barry, I like you, but you're crazy, my man. I'm not gonna sit around in this game while you gamble with my money. I'm going to become free." You can do the same thing. Once you understand that your financial intelligence is the key, you get to unlock the code anytime you're ready. So here's what most people never realize. Your advisor isn't paid to buy back your time. They're paid to babysit your money. Consider that for just a moment. You've hired a very expensive babysitter who doesn't actually have any control over what they're doing. They don't control the market, you don't control the market, but they're getting paid to speculate on your behalf. Those financial advisors, they don't teach you leverage, they don't teach you velocity, they definitely don't teach you how to own income streams. Their model is designed to manage your money. My model is designed to retire you without waiting until you're 65. And here's the punchline. Being rich, it's about stacking more zeros. Being wealthy, it's about building systems. But being free, that's about owning your time. You don't get that from a portfolio, you get it from a machine that pays you forever. This is called perpetual income. My assets have been paying me income now for the better part of 15 years straight. This is perpetual wealth in motion. So here's your shift. Stop asking who should I trust with my money and start asking, how can I build a system that pays me no matter what happens in the markets? Because even the best advisor can't make you free. Only you can. Now, if you're a business owner or a high income earner making over $100,000 a year, the next video, it's mandatory. Tap the one on the screen right now. What I tell every business owner that makes $100,000 per year. If you're making good money but still feel stuck, this is the unlock.